What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. Gotta start heading back to Martinez. Well, actually, we could. Are we able to fast travel now? Maybe if you leave the church. So if we could just straight up fast travel there, that would be nice. We don't got any more tasks that we need to take care of up here. Oh no, we do. We need to bring the jacket to Idiot Doom Spiral. I didn't take it to him right away because I wanted to wear it in front of Kuno to impress him. We could buy the pants. But we'll go up to the drunks right now. Bring the jacket back to him. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Tequila sunset.
Okay, here's your jacket. Fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yep, the one he had me clean the seagull shit off of.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
You're saying this isn't your jacket.
Faun? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
I'm calling it. It's neurological.
I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I was gonna complete the quest no matter, like, fuck. That guy was an asshole. Oh yeah, I wanted to, mention, I'm recording this, you know, a day after I recorded the previous couple episodes. I'm recording this on August 27th, but you guys might not see this episode and the episodes that come after it until, you know, end of September, maybe even October. I don't even know at this point. Just due to all the new games coming out, we're going to be putting this one to the side for a bit. And then we'll be bringing it back whenever we get through the new stuff. But I'm pre-recording. I want to pre-record at least 3 episodes because I got episodes going up to the 28th right now, and Lost Soul Aside is supposed to drop in the evening of the 28th. But I want to be able to get 3 episodes of Disco Elysium to upload on the 29th if I need to, which I don't think I will. I should be able to grind out 3 episodes of Lost Soul Aside before, you know, the 29th comes, so I could get those uploaded and everything, but I wanted to record these just in case. I don't think I'm going to pre-record like the whole rest of the series of Disco Elysium. I think just these 3 episodes, and then I'm going to move on to Lost Soul Aside whenever it releases in a couple days. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know you guys are technically in the future and I'm in the past right now, so that's pretty cool. Dribble between the thighs of a page 3 girl. Lorangi du Disco. Probably butchered that. Hey, let's take care of some shit here. So we could do that. This coincides with return the dead body to Kim. We'll do this when we get Kim back in the morning. We do this. And then we could do this. Okay. So everything's just in the rolling and regs right now. Let's talk to you guys first.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out.
I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mesk in origin. The pin is an antique, quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
You never told me you seen a phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden,
What happened?
I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. You're on a date?
Our first, yes.
Its limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Maybe, I don't want to say this though. That's fucked up. So kind, yeah, I'm not saying that. Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere. There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Is this bird a cryptid?
No, it's the cryptid.
Wow, the cryptid.
Oh, yes.
The small silvery skull shines between your fingers, its beak sharp. Okay, what is this bird?
The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? All of evolution is a mutation.
Until...
Until it was cited by renowned Gottwaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Okay, and Wamrau is?
The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert, an ancient riverbed completely dried up.
What happened?
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus. He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird, it seemed gargantuan. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
Dive down, feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. By the time we got the territory taken off, ready the carcass food.
Eat the bird. Uva. It's the only way to survive.
I understand. He started hunting it.
Yes, a bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Platzenkalk followed the teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist. Then the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uwe spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
That's scary. Bird that can control minds. Hold on, how did he survive to tell the story?
The 8-eyed teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
An 8-eyed mind-controlling bird? Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrau is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We will confirm this one by the end of the decade, latest.
So that was the last anyone saw of it?
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Ilmara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle. an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Wait, what do you mean strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter catlensis?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kutla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
Bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history.
Oh, that's cool.
Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait, she injected herself with it?
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
The gnome of Jeroma. That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
I thought it was just gonna be some evil garden gnomes like the fucking Goosebump books.
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Are there any photos of it?
Alas, no. And the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Are there any invisible cryptids?
interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
What's that?
The col de Mama d'Aqua, or thin whisper of sound. And that's precisely what it seems to be. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. It's very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
What does it sound like?
Like nothing, it's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals. It could be ringing right outside your window and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
But how can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Could it be here, right now?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Maybe it's predatory.
What if it's predatory?
It's not. Don't worry. If it were predatory, we would have found it by the damage it inflicts.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage is also invisible?
What evidence is there that this animal? What evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the col de Mama d'Aqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them.
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mama d'Aqua they followed individually.
Why is the Mama d'Aqua so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama d'Aqua's. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing.
They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Whoops.
Great regret washes over her. A wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable col de Mama d'Aqua population anywhere.
Interesting. What about...
What about what? Of course, dear.
Okay, we don't have any task to keep learning about cryptids, right? Let's talk to Morel, return his traps.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps,
Good. Okay. And?
and one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there's nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but
The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow?
I definitely left that one stocked.
Right from the campsite? Just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid.
Of course, be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay?
Well, that did not work out.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
You could actually fucking do this. Let's go. Develop an alternative theory about the missing locust.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too.
I may have met a kid that's a locust stealing type.
Kids, what would a child want with bags?
Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologize, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Go talk to Kuno real quick.
Was that? Could it be? The Col de Mamadakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is it? Is there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. But you're not a regular animal. You're not even a regular cop. You see and hear beyond the veil. There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age. Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
Go then, leave. Leave like everything else. Leave like everything else. As I say everything else does.
So it does. It's gone. All that's left for you is the disco.
Yeah, probably ears just started ringing.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Has this been something I can interact with since the beginning of the game and I just missed it? Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again?
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
This is where I started off with my motor carriage.
Yes, and ended up half sunken in the sea. You must have been drunk when you left off.
I think I got it. Maybe that only opened up after we found the motor carriage in the ocean. What's up, Kuno?
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
The Pighead Shack, was that accessible through here? Yeah, this is it. It's crawling with locusts in here.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Sounds like you found the locust, detective.
What is this?
Heaps of leaves are rotting among the mud-caked towers. Dozens of little locusts feed on them, buzzing away with vicious joy. Kuno has really outdone himself here. It's an ode to self-expression.
Oh, that's the X. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember that. I remember. That's actually a found slogan from an aggressive youth-oriented campaign. Orientated campaign.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the bugs. So what?
So it wasn't a phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City, City of Rage.
The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent.
City of Rage sounds like a cool place. Or what are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
That's great, Kuno. It's cool. But I feel like Kuno, if I say this, he's gonna be like, I don't fucking care what you think. He's like, I don't know which way to go with him. You should listen to your friend Kuno. Art's lame as hell.
Oh, Kuno! It's so lame, even the pig knows it's lame. Please stop!
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
Yeah, so it seems like that was the right choice, because now Kuno is being outspoken about being able to do other stuff than be a fucking deadbeat addict, not able to, just following his dad's footsteps. But fuck, with Kuno, like, every single time there's a dialogue option with Kuno, I don't know what the right one to pick is. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promise I won't do anything.
I don't believe you.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. Use this momentary confusion to take control of the situation.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important, and those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence, just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
What's going to happen to the locusts?
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die.
What else did I expect? Okay, now that that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindian phasmid. Later, Kuno.
The fuck out of here. I'm tired of this shit.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Hey, surprisingly, that's growth, though, between them two. The fact that they're not just fucking yelling at each other Kuno-esque beyond the fucking fence, just encouraging it all. Yeah, let's talk to... Shit, they're already fucking out? We'll do the thing with Gart right now. And the karaoke, and then might head over to those guys.
Can I help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
I wanted to apologize for breaking the great squaw by bringing you this ruffed grouse.
Okay, well, this is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you.
I'm gonna go with thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Why do you even have the PA system if no one's gonna use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
Jesus, what the fuck? It's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Let's go.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How
Shit.
are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands? The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention. But still you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse. You're sweating. They are going to hate you.
Oh nice, if I can just fuck those two things up. I mean, we got clothes that we could put on for drama. And take off the clothes that minus drama, if you have any on. So what's this looking like now?
So, are you ready for your
17%. Yeah. And fuck it, we'll put 1 point into it. We can only put 1 point into it. And I guess we could,
The state you feel.
So, are you ready for your...
we could go down to Freet. I hope Freet's open. Because then we could see if we could buy some sort of substance. Can we buy it from here, or do we have to, we're gonna have to go to where the drunks are. Maybe I already have something. Before I buy something, just like the previous episode, I had the speed bottle. And I bought another one, even though I didn't really have to. Okay, it smokes. So +1 to intellect. Okay, yeah. So we'll hit the smokes. How do I actually use them again? Honestly, don't remember. Oh, there. We should buy some heals from Freet though if it's open. And no, it isn't. Hopefully one cigarette gives us enough of a boost. Now we could put another point into drama. Does that, I wonder if that point, does that point just, once the cigarette runs out, does it just disappear or do I get it back? I guess we'll see. Hopefully this was all enough though to fucking get at least decent up here.
The stage is, you feel.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Okay.
Let me
Whoop.
know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
It would have been a lot nice if we didn't do those other two things that take the minuses off. Well, let's try it. 58%. Come on.
The air is thick with anticipation.
Let's go.
Someone dims the lights as the music
I'm ready.
starts. Okay, here we go.
I would often go there to the tiny church there, the smallest church in San, though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Damn. Fucking round of applause. If I heard someone go up at karaoke with that voice, I would be paying attention for sure. Holy. That was fucking incredible, dude. And he sang that shit practically sober. We were just fucking buzzing off some nicotine. I mean, we did take coke like a few hours ago, but that's besides the point.
A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you.
I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim, even though he's not here right now.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone.
Okay, fucking party pooper vibe killer Gart.
Last words.
Thank you, Martinez. That was pretty sick. Okay. What's the... yeah, we gotta go visit the birds, and that's it, right? For the ones that I could do tonight. Then we get Kim back in the next day. Yeah, let's go, we'll run over to where the cryptozoologists are. I wonder, probably just back where they set up the traps initially. Can I? There you go. And then we'll head to the fisherman village or the fishing village and we'll sleep.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
They out here? There's a trap. Maybe I need to wait till morning to see them. They all went to bed. Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. Okay, I still don't really know what the like what allows us to fast travel and what like circumstances are where we can't. Cause I was just able to fast travel, but now I'm not. I'm not in a building though, or whatever. Maybe there's just like a cooldown to it. We just run over to the hut though that we're gonna stay in. See if this dot ever works. Oh, looking back at you from the rust-colored water, you. That one was glitched for a little bit there, but it eventually ended up working. That's a new dot. The store's closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Time to put me to sleep as well, jeez. There you go.
It's getting late and it's snowing. Time to call it a day. The bed is comforting.
Wait, let's look in the mirror quick. See if...
An old mirror hangs on.
Nope, both of them are locked. Okay.
The bed is comforting. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
Spinning, spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming?
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising. Above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
Fuck, man. My mind is never gonna work with me. This dude did such fucking horrible shit to his body and his mind prior to this that no matter how much healing he does, there's always gonna be that fight back against him. Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world, an address book you are, the map of a city. But what if I want to be the agent of nothing?
It's too late. You're not made of nothing anymore. You're something now, Harry. I tried to drown you in the black water, but you re-emerged, kicking and screaming, running. And for what?
For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Oh, my guy's definitely not pursuing this shit for economic reasons. I have not been paid for any of the investigating that I've done. So we're making progress. Measured, steady progress.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind.
Okay, so I was right about when you sleep, you get healed fully.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Wait, I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks. But who's focusing on the big questions?
This really doesn't sound like my job. Well, what am I supposed to do, actually?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues, the Human Welfare Index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
Alright, give it to me. I'll accept the responsibility.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
Do we really have time for all this?
There is always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they're capable of?
Sorry about that, had a little interruption. There's always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else who knows what else they're capable of.
Swift, decisive action. Mass executions.
Okay, we're getting all different types of opinions. I don't think. How the hell is a committee in my mind gonna work with half-flight, fucking electrochemistry, empathy? All these people are fucking authority. They all have different opinions. Lots of times we'll hear from either side of their fucking opposing opinions, so.
Fun stuff. That's what they're capable of.
And who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martin.
Oh, okay, so I thought this whole time we were talking about like a committee in my mind, and then, you know, choosing what to do from there. But I guess we're actually talking about reality.
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once what happens once we Jesus, this is. Let me take a sip of water. And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors.
Yeah, that fucking line for me was like a final boss.
Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
So does empathy just think we could just find who's like the fucking highest power in Martinez and just take their spot? Like, it doesn't really seem like he has that great of a plan. I guess we could investigate into the higher powers and then expose them to the public, and then maybe they'll take our side. Fuck it, I'm prepared to take on this awesome burden.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Oh, Kim's here. I thought we would see him in the whirling rags. Okay, so things down here are a mess. Someone really ought to do something about it. First, though, you and some other moralists should probably form a committee to decide whose job it is. Form a committee, moralists to assign. Kim might know where to start. Okay. I mean, you can start by just talking to Kim. But I kind of want to wrap up the crypto as well. We'll talk to Kim. We haven't seen him in a whole day.
Yes?
So, I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
I know. Stunning, right?
prefer the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the
Damage.
either way. Good on you. You were saying?
Kim, I wonder why there's not an option to like tell him about the dead body. Kim, we need to talk about responsibility.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page then.
If you ask me, it's high time for you to put the bottle away. Sober up, get back to basics. That would be my advice.
Kim, when was the last time I even drank in the game? I maybe drank in like once, done coke once when you weren't here, and then I smoked a cigarette like twice. Okay? You can chill out, Kim.
And I hope we don't even need to discuss the street drugs you've been abusing.
No, I meant like law responsibility. I'm just gonna say well, I'll say responsibility for that. You know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like you are a coalition bureaucrat? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For my disaster of a life. Like, for this whole situation.
Ah, now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility?
How did you know?
Simple. Because moral intern types love to form committees. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Hiddleston, the gentleman near the Fell building with the distinctive way of speaking.
How the hell does Kim know about him? We didn't run into that guy with Kim by us. I guess Kim just knows people.
Now, was there anything else?
I guess maybe we go walk up to the body with Kim and maybe there's an interaction there. Oh yeah, return to the dead body with Kim. Okay. Cool. I wonder if this responsibility thing is actually going to turn into anything or if it's just going to be a grand like fucking, oh yeah, let's change the world and then nothing really comes of it. As far as the story goes. Let's see, I think the body was up here. Yeah, this way. Sorry to complicate it this early in the morning, Kim, but we got another dead body.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Hold on.
The lieutenant leans over the corpse and examines his face. Two glassy eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Looks like he's been dead for a while. I'm surprised no one found him before you came along.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Well, we know who this dude is. Fucking... I was struck with the... I completely missed it the first time I came to the body, but then when I was reading through my task, I realized, holy shit, that's the fucking husband of the one lady that was reading books in front of the bookstore.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
We know who this is. It's the working class woman's missing husband, dead on the boardwalk.
The woman you met at the book stand? Why do you think it's her husband?
Bottles all around him. She said he was drinking somewhere in Martinez.
Well, he's definitely someone's husband.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's related to the lynching at all. You think it was wrong? That's just. What about the kebab? These are all just stupid fucking options right here. Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous. I mean, people aren't supposed to go around here, I don't think.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on. What about field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright, we've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean. And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
Cool. First, let's go talk to the cryptozoologist. I hope they're up here and not down by Whirling and Rags, but if they are, I'll just run over there. And then we'll talk to this dude as well up here. His son.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
This is a long shot, but could he help me contact the coalition?
Well, that certainly depends. You know, the popular image of the coalition is of a monolithic political military entity. But in reality, it's comprised of many interconnected yet semi-autonomous components. For instance, the offices of Inchicom are responsible for military affairs. These offices are located in the Bank of the World building, just a few kilometers from here. Well, then there's also the Provisional Commission, as well as the Institute for Revacholian Culture, with its architecturally significant headquarters in Le Jardin.
What's in Surcom?
Inchicom is responsible for all aspects of the military occupation of Revachol. During the revolution, they coordinated the efforts of the Occidental and Gradian invasion, but these days their function is primarily logistical.
What's this institute? What's this institute for Revacholian culture?
Oh, the Institute is a marvelous organization. My favorite part of the coalition by far. Their mandate is twofold: to export notable works of Revacholian culture throughout the moral intern, while also importing the most important culture products of the wider world to citizens of Revachol. There's an exhibition on Vespertine Proto-Expressionism that I can't wait to take Mikhail to. We're working our way through the major artistic movements of the last century.
Who handles the money? There's got to be an economic component.
Of course there is. The coalition's economic affairs are handled by the Bank of the World, Revachol Mission. They operate in concert with the Institute of Price Stabilité in Serre-la-Clé.
That's all fine, but what if I want to assign responsibility?
Ah, that's simple. You're looking for the Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It's a sort of clearinghouse for coalition affairs in Revachol.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
If you will, picture the coalition as a kind of wheel. The hub of this wheel is the Comité de Responsabilité, and out from that hub radiate a great many spokes, which connect to Inchicom, the Institute for Revacholian Culture, the Provisional Commission, and so on.
If you're not part of the coalition, how do you know so much about its bureaucracy?
I have a long-standing interest in political systems. You see, it's my personal theory that political systems are a lot like personalities. In other words, how a state organizes itself is in some way the public expression of its innermost character.
what is the innermost character of the coalition then?
The man smiles at you for a long moment.
Of course, officer, we've only recently met. It would require a more thorough conversation than we have time for to answer a question like that. It's fascinating to think about, though, isn't it?
Alright, fine. How do I get in touch with the committee?
Well, now, that is rather complicated. You can write to the committee directly, but I understand that there's quite the backlog. A month or more, according to friends of mine who just so happen to know about this sort of thing. Of course, if you could somehow contact Coalition Warship Archer, you could reach the committee directly. But, well, that obviously presents any number of logistical and technical challenges.
Wait, what's Coalition Warship Archer?
Why, officer, it's that gigantic aerostatic right over there. Have you really never noticed it before?
You follow the man's gaze out toward the west. There, hanging some distance above the horizon, you can just make out a strange silhouette. It looks to your eye like some kind of long metallic fish suspended beneath a number of ceiling fans.
I really don't know what we're supposed to be looking at here. The camera zoomed out and I don't really see a metallic fish.
Don't let the paint job fool you. It's a goddamn killing machine, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I don't know if I'm just missing something on the screen here or... Well, now that's complicated. You can contact the major, but I understand there's quite a backlog, a month or more, according to friends of mine. Just so happen to know about this sort of thing. Of course, you can somehow contact. If you can somehow contact. Well, that obviously presents any number. Okay. Huh. Can't believe I never noticed it before.
I believe that is intentional. You see, the Coalition are very sensitive to how they are perceived by the people of Rivershore, which is why they generally prefer for their warships to remain at a discreet distance from major population centers.
How does one go about contacting a Coalition warship?
That might be the trickiest question of all. From a technical standpoint, it shouldn't be all that difficult. You simply require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on Coalition frequencies.
Do we just need a radio computer and a way to connect to those frequencies?
The problem is that those sorts of radio transmitters are tightly controlled by the Coalition. Even the RCM doesn't typically have access to them outside of special joint operations.
He's correct. It makes coordinating operations with the Coalition exceedingly difficult, from our perspective.
What am I supposed to do then?
All that said, someone with a powerful radio and a certain level of technical skill might be able to circuit bend their way onto the Coalition frequencies.
Sooner. Maybe sooner.
It's only too bad the old Feld engineers are no longer available. This sort of thing would have been right in their wheelhouse.
She's not a Feld engineer exactly, but perhaps that programmer from the church might be of assistance?
It is kind of weird how Kim has just came back and without us even debriefing him on what we did the whole past day, he just kind of knows. Like, I can understand why they, like, it's a game, right? But it just doesn't really make sense.
In any event, it's a fascinating technical challenge. I'll be very interested to see how you tackle it.
Let's see, are the Crypto Zoo guys down here? Back to catching. No, they aren't. Can I open it? There you go. Oversized superstar sunglasses. Are some of these things just things I didn't see coming through, or are they new?
scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Hey, out of all the shitty things about the world in this game, that's one good thing at least. Why there's many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall.
Oh shit.
There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side.
It's just a fucking firing squad mowing down a bunch of prisoners.
Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. The clouds block out any rays of light. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Abundance of bullet hole. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscious round. Where only one soldier has a loaded rifle.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty, dark duty.
Who are they?
Murderers, twisted by orders, young boys forced into killing. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who is who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
What about people from the coalition, the so-called moralists?
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe I just missed stuff. I'm pretty sure I came down here. Maybe I missed it, maybe not, but I think every single new day there's like new shit that might pop up that you could go check out. Cause like when I'm running through the game and just exploring like new areas, I'm constantly holding down L1, which is the button to like highlight everything green, everything that you could interact with. So I'm getting like I'm seeing everything that I could pick up and I'm getting all of it. So I'm surprised when I go back in the area and I see something that's like obviously there that I didn't pick up previously when I went through. Okay. So we're gonna investigate the dead body. Find some. Oh yeah, let's go talk to Suna right now. She's probably she's the programmer. That could help with this. Is it? Oh, I think church is down here, right? You're right beside it. Yep.
Yes, what is it?
It's not a paying job, but could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
You're asking me to circuit bend onto coalition radio frequencies. You want to know is it possible? Probably. But is it a good idea? I'm not sure. The main difficulty will be finding an antenna powerful enough to reach those frequencies. Unfortunately, you can't exactly buy mega long wave antennas off the shelf.
She's not joking. Even the RCM has to receive special approval from the Coalition to access that kind of equipment.
The radio relay tower at Land's End. Could that work?
I highly doubt it. That tower is barely able to transmit shortwave signals across the bay. To generate megalow frequencies, we're going to need a much larger antenna. I don't see any alternative. We're just going to have to build the antenna ourselves.
Why don't we just use your AR-1?
Because it's a completely different class of antenna. It would be like using a high-end racing carriage where a long-distance lorry is required. We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. If it's near a power source, even better.
We need metal, a lot of it. The taller the structure, the better. Something that is both prominent and easily accessible. Near a power source, even better. Okay, so I guess we just gotta keep exploring around the place, and then once we find something that works, well, once we find something that works, we'll be able to come back here and do that prompt. Come up with a suitable location for the giant antenna. So I'm pretty sure she said the higher up the better. The higher up the better, right? So it might be on like a roof of a building or something that we want to check out. I don't know, I'm not gonna worry about like specifically focusing on finding that unless it's like the only thing that I could do in the moment. It's probably just something I could just end up finding whenever we're exploring something else, right? I don't like going when a task is kind of like a bit vague like that on where we have to go. I don't really care to put all my time into doing that because usually they just pop up. Ooh, who are these guys checking out a fucking motor carriage? Hello?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
The fuck is that name, dude?
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
Well, it's probably not their actual names. They're just... That's just what it says on the back of their jackets. Painted in palm tree livery, then bottom light it neon style.
A snazzy, shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Some Mad Max shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
Just theoretical work, Copper, no basis in reality. If we were certified skulls right now. Was that a good idea to get on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You always come back later on your own terms. Why does authority want to do that though? Like, what would we go do and then come back? Like, what would happen if we leave? What would change? Is what I'm trying to say. If we left right now and then came back later, there's not like a prompt that like I don't have enough stats for yet. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
These skull people are more than an authority. They're deities.
Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
No, I really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertnay.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
So like IRL GTA characters. Those guys are your fucking idols? Non-verbal?
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
What, just because I'm a cop? Or just because I'm a human being?
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Is that someone we talked to before? Maybe that's the lady from the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
I still don't really know where, like, I didn't record the first episode of the series. But within like you wake up in your hotel room and you come out and then there's this lady smoking a cigarette and she tells you something like, by the way, I'm not guilty or whatever, and then she walks in a room and the door locks behind her. And I still haven't been able to find a way in that door yet. You could see the lady standing on like the roof of the Whirling in Rags. But it's just the door is locked.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Maybe that's who Cindy was?
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're pissed and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into hypnotic dance music. We could funnel them into the Disco Elysium Club up north.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Why?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
I just wanted to talk about music and now there's conflict all of a sudden. It's too much. No, we'll do this one. We can't fold under pressure. A threat? Good. I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization will accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
First name fuck, last name the world. Enough about this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
What does that mean?
Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit.
Like murder, or wasting your life away.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why do you have fuck the world written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one. For so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase. The hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That is a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking some one. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Why does your jacket have piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Yeah, I think these guys have a future in philosophy here.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Ask for the jackets for yourself and the lieutenant.
These guys
Fuck.
aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying, or both. Just ask them, maybe.
Come on, Affle, you're supposed to be fucking evil. How do you feel a 58% dice roll, man? Gentlemen, I need your jackets.
Why?
I need them for official police business.
And what kind of business is that exactly?
Police business.
The lieutenant notices your agitation and opens his mouth to speak, then decides against it and merely shakes his head.
Okay, we get it. You look like total shit. We look flashy as hell. What about it?
It's not shit, it's disco.
It's shit.
Please.
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
Wait, world fucker, you got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes. You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
Fuck it, we don't need the other one. You said that you're more of a piss kind of guy anyway. So I got the jacket for you.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
But don't you want to express your individual, how do you, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. But don't you want to express your individuality? I don't know why. I feel like any other day of the week I could say that word. I don't know why specifically right now I can't say that. But do you want to express your individual values? Just say that.
I already am expressing my individuality.
Still, it's good to know that we have it, should the need arise.
The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Okay, let me... You got that jacket. What bonuses does that jacket give? Just one drama, minus one authority? Wait, I'm a detective? Okay. We'll go in here. I want to talk to the cryptozoologist guys. And then I'm gonna end the episode.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
I had a chat with this kid, Kuno. He promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locusts. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
There won't be a next season. Not for this. Find a phasmid or admit defeat, people.
Damn it, maybe I could still restock the trap for you. We've come too far to quit. I'm gonna restock the trap. Let's do this.
We are getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine, it's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through, as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Hey Kim, you weren't the one checking out all the traps on the fucking different coasts and shit last night or yesterday like I was.
Really? It's too much, officer.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again. We will definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Wow, co-discovery. You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. This would show them all. We need to get you on that list of discoverers. No question about that.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm ending this episode here, but this is kind of weird because, like I said at the beginning of this episode, y'all might not see this until like the end of September, even October. I don't even know what the next month is really gonna end up being. I just know we got lots of games coming up. Hopefully we could get this game in and finish the series by the end of September, though. So, well, hey, at this point we would have been done Lost Soul Aside. We would have been finished Soul Song by the time this video uploads, possibly. If I don't upload it, if I upload this on the 29th, and it's gonna look real awkward. But I'm hoping Lost Soul Aside. I'm hoping that I'm able to get those videos up for the 29th. But enough yapping. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Next episode we'll be going to do the locusts and stuff first. Then we'll probably be going into the responsibility side quests, contacting the coalition. And then once we're done that, if we have nothing else, we'll be going back to Evrart and continuing the main investigation. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy this one, and I'll see you next time. Peace.